Introducing first, the challenger. Led by his manager, Bobby the Brain Heenan, from Grenoble in the French Alps, weighing 520 pounds, the eighth wonder of the world, Andre the Giant.
This is undoubtedly one of the greatest Intercontinental Championship matches in the history of Saturday night's main event.
Oh, you're right, and Andre the Giant is one of the greatest threats to the Ultimate Warrior's reign, both literally and figuratively.
His opponent, from parts unknown, weighing 280 pounds, the Intercontinental Champion, the Ultimate Warrior.
Have you ever seen anybody head to the ring with this kind of exuberance, this kind of enthusiasm? The bad blood between Andre the Giant and the Ultimate Warrior traces all the way back to August, when Bobby Heenan lured in an unsuspecting Warrior, only to be attacked from behind by Andre the Giant.
Now, it was a well-orchestrated plan on behalf of the Brain, and his end goal, bring the Intercontinental Championship back to the Heenan family.
Of course, the Ultimate Warrior has vowed to never lose the Intercontinental Championship. Something has to give here tonight.
Gets out of trouble, and quickly.
King, we return to pay-per-view next month when WWE presents No Holds Barred, the match, the movie. And I, for one, cannot wait to see that film again.
I couldn't agree more, Cole. And I guess you could call it life imitating art. But now we have Hulk Hogan and Zeus at odds here in WWE.
And their white-hot rivalry is taken to a new level a few days ago at Survivor Series when Zeus unleashed a savage attack on the Hulkster. An attack so brutal that the referee had no choice but to disqualify Zeus.
Yeah, you're right. It's almost as if Zeus doesn't know the rules, or quite frankly, doesn't care about the rules. He just wants to inflict pain. You know, Ultimate Warrior says he will chop Andre the Giant down to size, just like Jack did in Jack of the Beanstalk.
But this is no fairy tale, King. And Andre the Giant is over 7 feet tall and weighs in at over 500 pounds.
Yeah, you're right. If Warrior's not careful, he may find himself faced with a cold, hard reality that Andre is not your average storybook giant.
Andre the Giant undoubtedly looking for revenge here after Ultimate Warrior led his team to victory over the Heenan family at Survivor Series just a few days ago.
And surprisingly, Andre the Giant had very little to do with the outcome of that match.
You got that right, King. In fact, Andre the Giant was the first superstar eliminated after being counted out less than a minute into the matchup.
And of course, in the end, it was Warrior standing tall as the sole survivor after he defeated Bobby the Brain Heenan, of all people. Andre's size advantage over Warrior is obvious, but let's not forget about the decades of experience the Giant also brings to this match.
Yeah, Andre definitely has a lot going for him, but the energy... And Warrior is taking it to Andre here. Warrior!
Whoa!
Trying to knock the big man down. He's showing no fear of the Giant.
Andre knocked right outside of the ring, and now here comes the Warrior to continue this beatdown.
I mean, King, how can you not be impressed with the Warrior?
What do you mean? I am impressed. I think the world is impressed with the Ultimate Warrior right now. He's got the Giant, Andre the Giant, in big trouble right here.
Bobby Heenan, he can't believe it.
Well, Bobby Heenan better find a way to get that Giant back in the ring. We have yet another title defense later tonight when Hulk Hogan defends the WWE Championship against the Genius.
The Genius clearly using his superior intellect to be granted a WWE Championship opportunity. There's just no other way to explain it. For some reason, I doubt his one-loss record had anything to do with it.
What a win here would do for the legacy of Andre the Giant, Cole.
I mean, not that he necessarily needs it. Andre is already recognized as one of the absolute best of all time. But yes, adding the Intercontinental Championship to his resume would be huge, King.
Yeah, and let's not forget, that resume also includes a reign as WWE Champion, albeit a controversial reign.
Add to that his lengthy, undefeated streak and his participation in what many consider to be the biggest match of all time at WrestleMania 3. And Andre the Giant will go down as one of the most legendary figures in the history of sports entertainment. Man, Ultimate Warrior, what offense!
He's having a seriously hard time getting back to his feet after that. Yeah, and he gets leveled. Well, going to the top, high risk. I don't like how slow he is to react. Ah!
A concerned look on the face of Bobby Heenan as Warrior continues his assault on Andre the Giant.
Yeah, man, you're right. Oh, look at this. Andre missed the Warrior. Whoa, huge clothesline.
Andre's in trouble. Andre's caught up in the ropes.
You gotta know the Ultimate Warrior's gonna take advantage of this situation.
And here comes Warrior. Oh man, he runs right into a big boot from Andre.
A giant boot from Andre. Warrior's hurt.
And Bobby Heenan, he tried a cheap shot there, but the Warrior caught him.
Oh! That's it. This is what everyone's been waiting for. Bobby Heenan finally getting his at the end of the hands of the Ultimate Warrior. Now, Heenan and the Giant outside the ring.
It almost looks like winning the title was a
The
secondary
winner of this
plan
bout
here.
as a result of a disqualification and still Intercontinental Champion, the Ultimate Warrior.
And it looks like Andre the Giant's attempt at winning the WWE gold again seems to come up short. No pun intended.
With the Ultimate Warrior on a meteoric rise atop the WWE, there was only one challenge left to overcome for the Warrior from parts unknown.
Ultimate Warrior, me and my Hulkamaniacs put the championship on the line. Hulk Hogan at WrestleMania 6, I bring you the one and only Ultimate Challenge.
Two of the most popular and colorful WWE superstars of all time were about to clash in a once-in-a-lifetime showdown that would revolutionize WrestleMania as we knew it.
Oh my, wait a minute. They're gonna go at it. There's not gonna be any WrestleMania. They're gonna go at it right now. When I said that WrestleMania 6 was more intense than all 5 WrestleManias put together, I meant it, brothers.
You are about to enter a world close to parts unknown.
WrestleMania 6, the most important day for the rest of our life. Do you, Hulk Hogan?
Look for a place to hide or